Hello everyone, welcome to the video. As the title of this video and the screen shows, I'm going to be doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke Challenge in Pokemon Emerald. The Nuzlocke Challenge, if you don't know what it is a custom-made rule set to apply to a Pokemon game to make it a bit more difficult. And coming up are the rules that I'm going to be following along with my run. The first two bullets on the left are universal to every Nuzlocke run. Any Pokemon I have that faints is considered dead and is either going to be released or permanently stored in a PC box. So say my starter dies, I will not be using my starter for the rest of the run, and hopefully I catch something else before that. With catching Pokemon, I can only catch the first Pokemon I run into on a route or area, and no other. So for example, Route 131 has Sky Pillar on it as well, so that means I can only catch one Pokemon from each of those. Any more that I run into, I'm going to have to faint them. An exception to this rule is going to be the shiny clause, which is if I somehow run into a shiny, I'm allowed to catch it and use it in my run. Every Pokemon is going to be getting a nickname, so hopefully I don't just start offing and sacrificing them for the sake of one other one. Every Pokemon is going to be important here. Now the rules, I cannot reset or reload the game for any reason, as it's going to be pretty much invalidating all the rules that I'm putting forward on my run. The starter Pokemon is not going to be my choice, it's going to be based on the ending number of my trainer ID. 1 to 3 is going to be the grass type, 4 to 6 is the fire, 7 to 9 is water. The only way I get to choose is if my trainer ID ends in 0. A blackout or whiteout is going to be considered a game over, and I will be keeping track of how many times I die in the run. Hopefully that stays 0, because I just want to make it completely through on my first ever Nuzlocke. Another rule is I'm going to be only using the same number of Pokemon as the gym leader or rival. It's just at a little bit more difficulty. I will also not be using any held items throughout the run, so say in the beginning I can't give an Oran Berry or anything like that to heal up a little bit or even cure poison. I'm going to have to go through without anything equipped to them at all times. Legendary Pokemon will also not be used throughout this run, no matter how tempting it may be to go catch them. When it comes to HMs, every Pokemon I catch should be able to use every HM, but say there's one I can't use, like Fly is a good example. I am allowed to go catch a Wingull to strictly use for flying, and then once the fly is done, I have to go right to a PC box and deposit it again. That's the only time the Pokemon is allowed to come out of the box. Another self-imposing rule I'm putting on myself is I'm not allowed to flee from any encounter I run into in the game, and I cannot use any repels throughout the whole game, so I'm going to have to fight my way through every encounter I come across within the game. The last self-imposing rule I'm putting on myself is I cannot use any healing items in battle. I'm allowed to use them outside battle between the main parts of the story to heal up for certain fights, but I will not be touching anything within a battle. Without further ado, these are the rules I'm following, so let's head into the game now to see what starter Pokemon I'm going to be getting. Alright, and welcome into the videos. I just named myself. Skipped a little bit of the boring beginning part because, I don't know, watching me click A through it is not the most fun thing in the world. So now we're actually getting into the game, and it has one of my favorite opening scenes from a Pokemon game. Mom has thrown us in the back of a moving truck because we're either luggage, or we're supposed to make sure that box right there and the glass in it doesn't fall and break. So we hop out. Yes, we're home. You left me in the back of a truck, and you're just happy that we're in a house now. So, we're just gonna press A through the beginning part for now, and we're gonna head up here. We're gonna set the clock for midnight, because what better time to launch an adventure into the real world than in the middle of the night? Stick with the runaway. So, we're gonna grab the potion that's in here, because we're probably gonna need it. And we're gonna figure out what starter we're getting. The moment of truth. 3. That's gonna be Trico. Okay. So yeah, I'll take Trico. I really did not want Torchic. I really wanted Mudkip because it's my favorite Hoenn starter. And just really strong for this generation, but we can make do with Trico. I will take Trico over Torchic any day of the week. So moving forward, well, first we're gonna go introduce ourselves to the strangers and make their way into their daughter's room, cause what else would you do if a random boy just walked into your house? Go into my daughter's room and she'll be up there with you in a second. Well played, Pokemon. And she wants to be friends. Okay, so honestly, I would like a plus speed or plus attack nature. At the same time, I don't want a minus of each. So we're gonna give him a hand. Hopefully we get something good. Just no minus attack. I could even deal with a minus speed nature, I believe, but the minus attack is what really kill. Okay, doesn't look like our attack was touched. I'm thinking we're a minus defense nature. Just based off of that fight. He's gonna thank us for helping him out there, and we're gonna get our Pokemon. So we got Trico. He's the first one we're gonna be nicknaming. And his name is gonna be Flapjack because I had pancakes for breakfast this morning. So we got Flapjack. We're gonna start making our way into the world. So we met his daughter, now he says go meet her in the middle of the woods. First, we're gonna take a look at Flapjack real quick. Impish. Okay. Okay, that's a really, really good speed. Impish. Gonna have to check the chart real quick. So plus defense minus special attack. That's fine. I would honestly like it to not be minus special defense since we get Absorb as our first move. But I guess we can't be too picky, at least it didn't touch our attacks. When we get Fury Cutter, Leaf Blade later on, we're gonna be set there at least. So Route 103 and 101, we're not going to be able to catch anything because we don't have Pokeballs yet, and we're visiting them and doing encounters. Unless on 103 we somehow don't encounter anything on the way up. Yeah, that was being too optimistic. But what that means is we will be able to get Absorb. I also just realized how bad our health is. Bright side, we get Absorbed. Downside, this is going to be a really hard rival fight. I was about to say, luckily we made it through. How wrong I was. But we move first and we can absorb, so. Neither way, I'm going to use a potion before this rival fight. so thinking ahead, we have a minus special attack nature. Just bad because I was gonna try and rely on our absorb to get us through Roxanne. So that means our strategy is gonna need to change a little bit here. Honestly, I would like to catch a Wingull and probably rely on Wingull for Roxanne, and maybe even Broly. But there's only so much we can do. Ooh, I don't know if I win this straight up. I would honestly like to see their non-attacking move here. We're gonna win this, but alright, we're gonna win it because our nature is plus defense. Forgot about that. 69 XP. That's fine. Love this opening fight. Hopefully we could grab a level 4 Poochyena on the way down. I'm actually gonna go into the grass, even though that seems a little dumb. As long as we don't get crit, we're fine. Level 2. This might do it. We'll find out though. I'll take it. Our saving grace with this tree goes its speed is pretty good. She's gonna tell us to hurry, which we are doing. It's not like we're just taking our time, we're moving as fast as we can here. Just don't tell her about the Poochyena fight, then we might get yelled at. Now, after Rival Fight 1, we're just gonna grab our Pokedex real quick. And he's gonna brag about his daughter. Thank you for the Pokeballs. So now here we're gonna grab our running shoes from Mom. We show Flapjack, he gets called adorable. And for some reason shoes come with instructions on how to run. Yeah, speaking of the father, we're gonna have to go into it, so let me see if I can get this moving down. Right? Nope, I can't. Luckily we didn't get an encounter there. Just gonna heal and be safe. We're probably gonna be making a lot of safe healing plays and item buys because I can't heal in the middle of a fight with the rules. Which is gonna be pretty annoying considering random crits are going to be horrible for us. So we're just gonna make a quick purchase here. Guess we have Wormples coming up. This is always good to have on us. There's one more spot we're gonna pick up a Paralyzed heal. Or I might skip over it. And we're just gonna fight him because we can't go past him. We pound first since we don't have a mine. Actually, if he's gonna do that again, we move first, so it's worth it just a pound here over absorb because we're not going to get anything if we absorb with this bonus. And we have a minus special attack. The only thing that I would really want here is a Zigzagoon, maybe a Poochyena, and you are definitely not what I want to see here. I kind of hope you just die. We're gonna take him just so we have another one. Honestly, Wurmple is the worst get here, especially since we're gonna be going into a forest in a little bit, where he's gonna be a much higher level, or we could just catch his evolution. So, what do we want to name him? It's just a bunch of nonsense. This right there probably shows how I feel about catching that stupid bug. See, like, a Lotad would have been perfect here. We're just gonna pound and then absorb. This minus special attack is gonna mess up what I'm thinking for damage, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it by just leveling up Flapjack fast. I honestly don't know how many of the early game Pokemon I'm actually going to use. Gonna do my best to try and use them, but like a level 3 Wurmple when the forest is gonna be coming up in just a little bit, I am not too keen on just using them right now. Okay. Like even to Taylor, like Wurmple is just horrible for me. Yeah, he thought he could beat me and he can't. I think I do want. I think I do just want to rank effect speed, especially since it was a Wurmple that I caught. Alright, since I caught nonsense. Honestly, any of the other encounters would have been better than that nonsense, but. Okay, so with the Growl, it's more beneficial to use Absorb. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it, but we're gonna save Absorbs and just use a Pound instead. Okay, so that's how much an Absorb is doing. Let's see how much a Pound does. Okay. Ooh, this is not good. We might lose Flapjack. I need a crit to happen fast. Please crit Flapjack. Come on, crit, crit, crit. Well, Nonsense is dead. Thank God we killed there. Excuse me. Well, he almost died right in the beginning, so before I take a step and wait out... Because we're going to be coming up too. Well, we have our first death of the run. So box 2 is going to be our dead Pokemon. Then as you'll see the badge and death counters, that death is going to be for how many Pokemon die, not how many times I die. So right now we have 1 death. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not entirely sad about Nonsense dying, it's just gonna make coming up a little bit more... I'm gonna have to think a little bit. Because a Poochyena from the Team Aqua grunt coming up is going to be a little bit of a problem because he has Sand Attack. So I have to start thinking of a way to get around that now. For now, we're just going to watch Wally go catching rolls. I like how he asks, please watch me properly, and then yells, whoa. So a little fun fact, this Ralts, you actually can't catch a Ralts on this route. I honestly didn't know that until I was watching Gunner Maniac do a speedrun of the games. And apparently the only move this Ralts knows is Growl. So now we're gonna watch him catch that. And good job. So now we're gonna go back, we're just gonna be congratulated. I'll take care of it, my mom's waiting for me. Peace, nerd. So now we have pretty much all the beginning tutorials done. We run to this guy from the Battle Frontier. And he thinks that we're a nobody, but we're gonna prove him wrong in a little bit. So, good. Honestly, I would like a Winkle right now. Okay. Okay, we get another Wurmple. And we killed it. I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's really not. So that Poochyena fight coming up can actually kill us. If it does a Sand Attack, how it'll be really really hard for us, so we're gonna stock up on some XP real quick. So level 9 Magikarp that only splashes is good early XP. Coming up, I guess we'll fight her for XP. Once we go into the forest, I have another attempt at catching one. I'm trying to think what I would actually want. Probably any secondary Pokemon that just helps us against that Poochyena is going to be useful here. I really don't want to go into it solo with Flapjack. Even though we do have Quick Attack now. The hardest thing is not going to be using any healing items in battle. Okay, I really like actually getting a Poochyena here. As long as we don't crit him. Don't crit, perfect. Okay, yeah, that should catch Poochyena. Perfect. So Poochyena nickname is Easy, since I have a German Shepherd. His name is gonna be Shep. Ah, shit. He has... I think literally just wormholes are the ones that know Harden. I guess I could switch out Flapjack in a second for Shep and let him go to town on. Oh wait, right. Oh, never mind. I forgot he's on 2 HP. We're just gonna quick attack everything. Strength shot's fine. Since quick attack we have priority. After this, I'm guessing I'll just heal Flapjack and Shep before I go into the Poochyena fight. This is where plus attack nature would have really came in handy, was this fight. This was one of my biggest worries. Because if we get hit with a sand attack, thank God. I didn't want to have poison or asleep put onto Flapjack in the middle of a fight because that would suck. So he's 1 foot I guess what I'll do is I'll use the berries to heal. I hate that check tag button. So 1, 2, and I'll do potion. Okay, so we'll do a quick attack. Please crit. That'd be amazing right now. Whatever. Now this is the fight that's gonna be a little annoying. I'm hoping he does a double howl, because I should be able to get enough damage off on him that it's a win even if I have to switch. But we'll just quick attack to be safe. Actually, him tackling is the best possible case right now. No, don't. Shit. Perfect, okay. Okay, there's the first miss. Thank God. I was worried for a double sand attack and then that turning into a lot harder than it had to be. But we're fine. You got extra XP on Flapjack, so that made it a lot easier. It's good, you know, we just stopped him from being mugged and all he gives us is a great ball. Well, you should have ran with us. Okay. So, that right there was a spinner dodge, so I'll make him look one way, then pulling up the menu, he'll actually stay like that for a second. So you gotta walk and buffer a run. Then you should be able to sneak right by him. I don't even think you really need to do the pause menu to get by him, but I just do it because it's a little safer. Just do absorbs on this guy so we can get our health back, or grow. One more. Okay. Good. Get a potion back, and we're gonna completely forgot about him. But I guess we'll just get XP and money where we can. So honestly, I should really switch to Chef and start getting XP on him. That's probably what I'll do after this fight. Crit here, add that quick attack please. No? Okay. There we go. I'll take that. Beat up Rich Boy Winston. Okay. Okay, so also you probably don't need to do these fights for the parts coming up, but Poochyena I'm actually okay with. Well, yeah, I'm pretty okay with leveling up Poochyena or Shep to evolve, because Mightyena is not the worst secondary Pokemon to have right now. It's probably going to be the first one to go, depending on what we could catch later. But, like I said, it's honestly not the worst for right now. I hate skirmishes so much. Don't have the ability. Thank you. One more. How? And Shep's dead. So we now have 2 deaths. Because of a crit. I got greedy. Well, this is turning into quite the Nuzlocke. So far, every Pokemon I've had, besides for the starter, has died. Luckily, doing a physical attack to Skirmish didn't poison us or make us fall. I spoke too soon. But that's what we have the Paralyzed Heal for. So that was a really bad feint because I'm gonna be forced into it. Oh. Huh. Sweet. Last time I ran by them, I was forced into a double battle. Well. We made it all the way here. Unfortunately, we have 2 dead Pokemon, so we're 2 for 2. Oh. These are gonna be our Deadmons. Gonna heal our Trico. Okay, so that's where we're gonna leave off in game. And now we're gonna switch over to a map. So this is something fun I thought I would do. This is a map of Hoenn, and just as we go along with the parts of the Nuzlocke run, I'm gonna put a picture of the Pokemon that I catch where I caught them, and the red X just means that they have died within the video. Thanks for watching. If you do like the video, like and subscribe.